Hi there, and welcome to this week's weekly wrap. Again, I've missed my coveted Friday slot and now filming on a Saturday morning, so I thought I'd take us outside and as part of my walk. This week we're going to take a bit of a different track and talk about a fairly new case that we're working on. And it's a little bit different to what we've spoken about in the past. See, what we have is a mum and a dad, and the mum and dad own a fairly significant farming interest that's been in the family bloodline for a few generations, and certainly the family wishes are to keep it in the family bloodline. And mum and dad, they have two adult sons who have each stayed on and contribute to working on the farm in a fairly significant capacity. And while the farm itself is owned through, several trusts and business interests that ultimately mainly end up back with mum and dad as the beneficial owners, they have been moving some of that ownership through to the boys over the last few years. But having said that, mum and dad do actually need some financial reward, I guess, for what they've put through. And the major concerns are here is obviously we've got some significant debt, some significant assets on the farm as well as obviously the farming product and what it does in itself. And as I said before, these are spread across various trusts and business interests. And each of the boys is also married, which just adds to the mix as well, and especially, as I said earlier, about the family's desire to keep the farm in the bloodline. And what they're looking to do, I guess, here is that, first of all, is that, as the boys are now taking on significant debt and much more ownership in the farming structure, they're looking to ensure that mum and dad and each of the boys is protected should any of either of the boys, pass away prematurely or suffer disability. And what I mean by that is that I guess the other parties involved would receive the shares back in return for the insurance proceeds, which would be commensurate to those values. So that's known as, I guess, a buy-sell agreement there. But what we then also have on top of that is, because there's various trusts involved and businesses involved, it's the overall structure, I think, that will become really important as we start to have these discussions, talking about how we ensure that the right amount of money ends up in the right hands at the right time. So in these particular cases, we work fairly closely, almost hand in hand in reality, with the client's lawyers and accountants to make sure that the legal documents that sit behind, as I said, the trust, the businesses, i.e. the trust deeds, reflect the outcomes we're looking to achieve, and obviously give us the right tax outcomes as well. So it'll be an interesting one, and I'm sure I'll give a few updates on it moving forward as well. But for now, take care.